Alright, so I'm trying to use my built-in webcam on my laptop for video this time just because I don't plan on doing anything fancy. I don't need 4K, I don't need really high image quality. I'm just kind of putting out a message. Kind of like a diary or journal, thoughts, you know? Um, I haven't really gone to school much this week. I think I missed 4 out of 5 days. It's the first time I've just not gone to school. And it's because this whole school thing has very slowly been wearing me down. And it's not because it's hard, it's actually because of the opposite. I love to work. I love challenges. Everything in my life I've done has been because I see a challenge and I want to like conquer this goal. I want to do this new thing. I want to become great at something I don't know how to do yet. So whether it was photography or competitive powerlifting or it was being in the military or anything else, the goal was always saying, you know, I don't know anything about this. I have no experience with this, and I might not be good at it, but I'm going to bust my ass until I become good at it, and I kind of master it. And people meet me, and they always think, after they get to know me, they realize I have a very wide variety of skills. I know at least a good amount about a lot of subjects. I have a lot of skills. I mean, even just manual labor skills. I can do plumbing or construction. I can do woodworking, like carpentry. I can do electrical. I can do mechanical work. And if you want to look at mechanics, I can do basic, simple little two-stroke engines up to customer automotive, up to I'm diesel certified. I can do military vehicles or civilian, obviously. I can drive anything, military or civilian. No matter how many wheels it has, no matter what kind of transmission, I can drive it. So the idea has always been, you know, you improve yourself every day. I want to improve myself. I'm always seeing something I can't do and I want to do it. And one of the things that always kind of prevented me from starting school earlier in life was that knowing about school, just from what I hear from other people, what you can read, the common sense stuff, is it sounded like a fucking circle jerk, honestly. It sounded like a lot of bullshit. It sounded like you were spending a lot of money and a lot of time, and most of it was just a waste of time. Most of the classes you had were horseshit. Most of the professors you dealt with were horseshit. Everything was really just a big old waste of time and money. But you needed to do it because that's how you got the piece of paper. And the piece of paper is what gives you value. And that's the reason why you meet so many college graduates that are complete fucking idiots and really don't have any skills and really don't know what they're talking about, even though they're college graduates. Because college didn't really teach them anything. It was just a way to spend their time and money to get a piece of paper that says that they know stuff. And all the best people you meet in any field, the best, most talented people you meet, the best photographers never went to photography school. The best cinematographers never went to film school. The best directors didn't go to school for it. The best welders are self-taught. They grew up doing it, taught themselves in their garage or something. The best everything, any category you look at, even the best athletes, the very best athletes in the world, if you always find out that they didn't grow up getting shit handed to them, they didn't go to the special schools, they didn't have private instructors, they didn't have all the best equipment, it was the opposite. They had nothing. They had every single setback in the world, but they busted their ass until they were the best at it. And they were self-taught, they were self-motivated, they were self-built. And that's how it's always been, honestly, with me. And it sounds a bit arrogant, but I can't tell you in a variety of categories and areas of life where I've met somebody who's educated in that field and they're supposed to be really good at it because there's a piece of paper that says they are. And it's always a severe, just enormous letdown. It's a huge disappointment because as I speak to them hoping that I can learn from them, I realize that I know more about their profession than they do. And there's no excuse for that. But they'll get the job first because they have a piece of paper. So I finally started school thinking it'll be different. This is Asia, this is Taiwan, this is a prestigious school, it's a private school. I'll be actually able to learn some things. I won't have all the bullshit. But it's been the opposite. I won't go into details, but I've been dealing with a lot of bullshit, even more so than usual, than you'd expect. And it's both the academic side, it's on the personal side, dealing with people the financial side. It's just a bunch of bullshit. And it's made me feel like I'm wasting my time. It's made me feel like I'm busting my ass trying to learn and trying to improve myself and actually get something out of this experience, and it's just not going to happen. That I'm the only person actually trying. I'm the only person there who actually gives a shit. It feels like everybody else is just there to either collect a paycheck or to just kind of show up until they can collect their diploma. And I hate that. So I was kind of barely hanging on, and then some personal stress happened in life, like on the family side. So I had to take a step back from school. And wouldn't you know it, this 4 days I've been out of school, I feel my creativity coming back. I was feeling beaten down. Like, not only was the school thing bad, but it was robbing me of my individuality. I wasn't able to think the way I usually think. I wasn't able to be as creative as I usually am. I'm not posting much on Instagram. I'm not taking as many photos. I'm not taking as many videos. I'm having a hard time vlogging. And when I do put out content, and I do take a photo, I do take a video, it's crap. I look at it and I think there's no story here. There's no quality. This is bad. This is not me. I'm looking at my older footage and my older photos, and I'm thinking, well, those were good. I was getting so good. I was improving all the time, and now the quality's gone down. But in these 4 days I've been away from school, I'm all of a sudden feeling creative again. I'm feeling the art come back to life. So one of the motivations I have, and one of the things I want to do, is I want to create a short film. And I'm kind of intentionally not looking at how other people do it. I want to do it on my own, like I do everything. But I've been taking the time, I've been thinking about what story I want to tell, because there's a lot of stories I want to tell, but I have to separate them. As a short film, which one story do I want to tell, and how can I efficiently tell it based on my abilities, my budget, my time. So I'm going to use a mixture of my iPhone 7 Plus and my regular photography camera, my Olympus EM5 Mark II. I'll be using both for video. I'm shooting in flat profiles through, like, Olympus has an update and you can shoot in flat profile now. And iPhone, I bought an app so it lets me do manual video on the iPhone. I've never done color grading, but I'm going to teach myself because I already have Final Cut Pro, so I'm going to do what I can with that. Today I went out and I was pricing PVC poles because I was going to use PVC poles as like boom poles and as way to do like elevated high up kind of aerial shots by extending them out pretty far. And I was actually testing the strength of different sizes by hanging my by hanging my 1 liter bottle of water, which is 1 liter of water is a kilogram. I was this and my keys, my big old bundle of keys were actually hanging off of it too, so it's probably about 2.5 pounds, if not closer to 3. And I was hooking it on the end of the PVC and just putting out as far as I could and seeing how much it would bow and how stable it would be. What I realized was that to get the strength of PVC that I needed, the size I needed, and the length that I would want with the little connectors, it was going to cost me around $10. And I'd also have to, and that was before I factored in how I was going to fasten the stuff. I didn't want to use PVC glue or cement, whatever you call it. I wanted to use like a kind of a dowel system, like pins, so I could pop it and lock it into place and then pop them back out and take it apart and build it into something else. I thought I could also lay down the PVC as to use as a slider pole, like put some wheels on it and use it as a slider. But then I saw this, it's in the corner now, but I saw this cool like painter's pole, and the thing extends to up to 20 feet. And it's made of metal and it's very sturdy, and it cost around $17. So that was worth the extra $7 because it's twice as long as the PVC would have been, much stronger, much more stable. It gives me a variety of lengths because I can lock it in any length that I want, and all that. Now I figure for my slider I'm going to buy like a generic penny board, like skateboard, and just use that. And as for lenses, I'll just have to make do with whatever I already have, and we'll see what happens. For audio, I have built-in mics, or I have this, what I'm using right now, which is the Rode Video Micro, is what I think it is. It's the one that goes for cell phones. So I'll use this as best I can, and also try to edit the sound as best I can in Final Cut Pro as far as adjusting the levels and seeing what I can get out of it. I'll be doing a lot of, I might buy an external recorder, but that'd be extra money I don't want to spend. I'm trying to do it as budget friendly as possible, so that's what's happening right now. I'm kind of taking a step back from school and reevaluating that, and I'm trying to get back into exploring my creativity and taking on this new challenge that is short film. So I don't know when it'll be done. I'm trying to get it done as fast as possible without rushing it. I don't want to be complacent and take too much time, but I don't want to rush it and just make crap. So we'll see what happens with that. And we'll also see how this video turns out. I'm using my 2012 MacBook Air like webcam, so we'll see what happens. But anyway, got nothing else to say. Everybody, hope you're doing good. Hope life's been treating you well. Try to keep your chin up if it's been hard. That's what I've been trying to do. But until next time, have fun. Good luck with everything, and well, see you later. Bye.